Unit 2 assignment. In this assignment, I need 3 studies. Okay? Studies consist of 3 or more bones at the very least. Okay? Very least. That means you can get as complex as you want with these studies, but that's the bare minimum. I want you to do bones because bones are very elemental. They teach you the basics of brushes, and you can get into the form changes quite often with them. There's tons of resources for them. I can't state enough about learning how to sculpt and tackling like bone structure first. Sure, you might never or might not use bones later on a character unless like the skin is missing in that area, but still it teaches you form change and it teaches you detail. That's what's important to learn right off the bat. So 3 studies. Also, in one of the videos I show how to take the backboard here and add a texture to it. In Unit 4, we handle the workflow or pipeline of taking the studies, doing UVs, and putting textures on them. Okay? The only reason I did this in this unit with the backboard is I was there at the time of the sculpt. Meaning that when I took that stencil, I already had it. I had it for my sculpt, and I wanted to use projection to project the texture on it right away while I was doing that. So I would say when you're mounting, and that's one of the requirements, is all of your studies must be mounted in some manner or freestanding in some manner. The back panel, if you choose to do something like this or marble or whatever, I want you to take and UV that back panel out and add the texture to it while you're there. Okay? While you're there. Other than that, the rest is just a sculpt. And in Unit 4, we're going to be looking at the retopologizing phase, and we're going to be looking at alternative ways to do UVs that don't suck. Okay? So doing the UVs on this one in Maya, not so bad with big, huge inorganic objects. But when it comes to organic objects, I don't use Maya for UVs. In the end, please have all your stuff named. That way, when you turn it in, I know what it is, and it's all ready to go for Unit 4. Unit 3, I have something in store for us that is kind of a more you practicing with the brushes, and we'll get into that when we get into Unit 3. But for right now, just know 3 studies that look sort of like this with bones. 3 bones, bare minimum requirement per study. Okay? I don't care what bones they are, as long as they're fitting together and they are mounted. So, there we go. It's all spelled out for you. In the end, you're going to be giving me the Mudbox file. So, you just save scene as, and here's the mud file. These mud files are rather big, so please zip them up. Alright. Enjoy the assignment, and I'll see you in the next unit, Unit 3.